We got a super chat from Xi Jinping saying Andrew Tate praised Putin last month. Your views on him?
Yeah, he's an idiot. Like I saw that video and he was like, oh, let me tell you something. I think Putin is the most misunderstood person. Yeah, okay, Andrew Tate. Well, how about you tell us about 5 years that you spent with him? How about we learn that from you? This guy, Andrew Tate, is such a clown that on one hand, he's always shitting on the system. And then on the other hand, while they live in the system, they thrive under the system. Okay, fair enough. I mean, you can talk about mad capitalism, the difference between the rich and the poor is increasing, blah, blah, blah. We get it, okay? We get it. This is the best system we've got. Sure, come up with your, Nobel Prize in economics theory, and then maybe we'll say, okay, all right, Andrew Tate, you've come up with a better. But other than that, these guys just come up with conspiracy theories. But not only that, I just don't get it. And they take this 180-degree turn, and they start fanboying people like Putin. Who's next? Who's the next champion of the world, or the best human being on earth? Kim Jong-un. Why? Because he stands up against the evil West. I mean, what are these people? Putin is the most misunderstood person. I say this way, yeah. The way you can talk shit about the West while you're living in these Western countries, go say anything. Go to North Korea, go to China, go to Russia. We'll never hear anything back. I mean, I respect Edward Snowden. I respect Julian Assange for what they did. But look, Edward Snowden, and I get it. If I was in his shoes, I probably would have done the same thing. But we haven't said anything about this war, and rightfully so. What would happen if he said anything against Putin? What would happen? But the beauty of this system is that everyone likes to shit on is that you can live within the system, and we can shit on Biden. We can shit on who's your prime minister these days? You guys just go through them faster than I go through my own.
Oh, Liz Truss.
Liz Truss, yes. And actually, we do the same here in Australia as well. Who's our prime minister? Yeah. No, Bill Shorten is his name. Yeah. So we can say anything we want. I can speak for Putin as well, and nothing will happen to me. There's this massive fangirl, Putin fangirl. Her name is Sumira Khan or something, Pakistani but American born. She has a thing for some alpha Chechen guys or something, and I showed that tweet. She's the one who actually popularized this. This meme where she says, "Oh, NATO and American tanks are coming in defense of Ukraine," and they were all colored like in LGBTQ colors, and they're like, "Oh, they're busy with that," and then they showed big macho Chechen and Russian men with green tanks or whatever. And I was like, and then soon they started getting destroyed, and then people started trolling them back and like, wars were.
Wars were.
Yeah, but these guys are just so stupid. Yeah, wokeism, as bad as it is, but the conservatism or sucking off, these dictators is not the answer. It's not the solution. Sorry, rant over.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're 100% right. 100%.
Well, Vidu, what's your views on Andrew Tate?
He is someone who is very smart, and when he decides to, he can play both. He can butter both sides of the bread, right? So let me give you an example. This guy, he keeps saying, "I made my money from cam girls, OnlyFans. I've got 20 girls. I go through them like whatever it is." He made his money from gambling, casinos, all this stuff, right? At the same time, he goes, "The only religion I respect for is Islam." Hang on. You do realize everything you made if he was in an Islamic country, right? He would be executed. He would be dead. Yes. He goes, "I've got a lot of respect."
But how is that smart? That's idiotic. That's stupid.
Right?
No, but he's fooling people. No, but he's fooling. He's smart in fooling people. He's not logically consistent.
No,
he knows this.
You guys are doing a Trump thing, where the guy keeps saying stupid things, and you guys thinking like he's playing 4D chess. Maybe he's just an idiot.
No, I really think he's smart, because obviously I watched some of his videos. Like, no, I think he's smart, but his followers aren't that smart. So he doesn't need to be super smart. He doesn't need to be consistent, because as long as people,
how is he smart? I've listened to his videos. He seems like an idiot to me. Maybe
you get it. This is the smartest guy in the room. The smartest guy in the room appears like a clown.
Or maybe he
is a clown. The jester in the court doesn't sit there with glasses and a lab coat, right? He's there making fun of everyone, and he's the butt of all the jokes. But he knows that if at any moment he can pull the rug from the king's throne.
This is a non-falsifiable claim.
Well, no, actually, no, it's not, because if he was truly that dumb, I don't think he would have made it to this far. I don't think he would have.
Oh no, that's not true. That's not true.
How?
People don't. The main, one of the main characteristics you need to make it in this, like, especially when you're doing entertainment and content, is confidence. Okay, not necessarily the smarts. You know, like you need to be a good salesperson. Yeah.
Okay, so I have a different theory on that.
He's very articulate. He knows which buttons to push. Okay, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example.
But so, even when he's being serious, like if you see what he's saying, if you analyze him, he makes no sense.
I understand.
He makes 5 fallacies in half a second.
That's fine. Let me give you an example, right? And I was like, you're right. I was like, maybe he is stupid. Like, but then I realized, no, he knows which crowd he's playing to. So when he was on a podcast, I think he was with a Muslim guy. I don't know. Maybe he was. I don't know. And he was saying, the guy gave him a Quran, right? And he's like, oh, thank you so much, brother, and this and that. I'll read it. I'll respect all this, suck him, right? Okay, fine. And then he was on the Alex Jones show, subhanallah. And then he was criticizing the wokeism and the bad immigration policy. And he's like, your capital cities aren't even your capital cities anymore because they're full of people that aren't even from there. They don't respect the culture. So the same. So you see what I'm saying? Okay. That's what I'm saying. He's inconsistent, but he knows which crowd he's playing to. He knows that if I say
that's not inconsistent. That's both conservative. No, Muslims believe in the same thing.
But Muslims are the non-native people in the. That's what he was saying.
No. You have to.
Muslims are the immigrants.
You have to separate the liberal Muslims, the so-called liberal Muslim, and the conservative Muslims. Okay, the conservative Muslims are agree with the conservatives in the United States and Europe. They're okay with like limitations and tougher borders and protecting your own. And these are you're looking. But I'm just saying, like,
but he's saying your capitals, like, I don't know if you remember, like, there was this thing some years ago. This comedian, John Cleese, English comedian, he was like, I walked through London, and where's the English people? Like, it's just basically just like brown and black, mostly brown, right? Like Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, Indians, right? And
like Muslims like Daniel Hairaju, okay, maybe Muslims like Linda Sarsour don't agree with that, okay? But Muslims like Daniel Hairaju agree with that. They want to step into an Islamic country and they want to see everybody looking like they're Muslim. They want, like, if they, you know what I mean? Like their understanding. Their understanding of a Muslim society is where men are wearing the beard and they're wearing their Islamic and women are wearing their hijab and everybody looks like they belong. So it's not to go and say like, oh, this doesn't look like England.
I agree.
You think that's against Muslim views? Actually, but that's conservative Muslims agree with that.
You're misunderstanding. That's exactly what I'm saying. When he was on the Alex Jones show,
but he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that.
He doesn't know what?
He doesn't know that this is the consistency between the conservative views. He's just a conservative.
No, he would. He's going on the Alex Jones show to say, look, our capital cities are overrun with immigrants or other people. They're not even our cities anymore.
He just repeat, like, this is nothing original. He just like
I know, but I'm saying he would say one thing to a Muslim and say, your religion is the best. You guys are solid. Your brotherhood. You're this. You know how to treat a woman. This and the other. And then you go to Alex Jones and say, our cities are overrun with these guys, and they're not.
So he's a good pretender. He's a good pretender.
Yeah. Clever. He's a good liar. So here's
he's a liar. So of course. That's not praiseworthy.
No,
I'm not saying.
He's not. Okay, so here's my thing. Yeah. So here's my thing, yeah. People say that, Trump is an idiot. I even said that Andrew Tate is an idiot. I said it in my disgust, not necessarily that he's stupid, his IQ is very low. No, not in that sense. He's very clever. I get that. People make this common mistake, and I get that. Confidence is one of those things that you need in order to make it. But there's so many other elements at play as well. You can never say that, this person just got where he is just because he's confident. We see these populist leaders, Imran Khan, Trump. I mean, anyone who thinks Trump is an idiot, that person who thinks that is a bigger idiot than Trump, if Trump ever was an idiot, because he's not an idiot. Trump is not an idiot. Let me finish my point. So these people get it. They know how to preach to the choir. They know how to tell these lies and what audience wants to hear what. Even being a bullshitter, is a skill. Yes,
It
of
is.
course,
Yes.
it's not praiseworthy.
You
We're
can
not
be-
going to say. I'm
You
not going
can
to say,
be good in something. You can be a
I'm
good
not-
bullshitter and an idiot in almost everything else.
yeah.
I agree that Trump is a good bullshitter. I agree that Andrew Tate is a good bullshitter. That's their skill. But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean they're smart. They could be an idiot in almost everything else. But that one skill, being a good bullshitter, is one of the main skills you need to make it.
Yeah, but-
Being a good
yeah,
Armin,
exactly.
you're almost-
Yeah, I agree
Armin,
with you.
I'm so confused. You're almost saying because someone is quote unquote evil or dishonest, they can't be smart.
No,
It's
no,
like
no.
he's dishonest, so he can't be smart. No, he's smart
No,
and
no,
he's dishonest.
No, these are independent from each other.
Yeah, exactly. So
Like, I'm
Andrew
not
Tate,
saying one
Trump,
because of the
they're
other.
very
I'm saying
smart,
he's a.
but they're also dishonest.
Okay, they might be smart at one thing, on how to bullshit people. Okay.
And they made a lot of
But-
money. You can't bullshit
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he was dealing with mafia people.
I'm
Try
not saying.
bullshitting them,
Well,
they'll
I'm
knock
not.
you out.
What did I say otherwise? Did I say otherwise?
So then he's smart
Okay.
in more than one thing.
No, well, no. Being a good bullshitter could bring you a
And
lot of
he-
money.
Listen, he made, he's like chess ranking is pretty high. He's like a legit kickboxer. He made a lot
Sure.
of money on OnlyFans.
But
He
he's
made a lot
also
of
an
money on gambling.
idiot
That's more
when
than
it comes to
bullshitting.
making. When he's also an idiot when he hasn't made a single argument that has good premises backed up by good reasoning with a good conclusion. Haven't
He
seen
doesn't care about
one
that.
time. I don't either. Well, okay, that makes to me that's how I identify.
Okay,
somebody
okay.
who's not smart.
How about that? Someone can create a really bad argument and sell it to millions of people.
Yeah,
How would you see that?
I'm telling you that he's good at that. Okay, these people
There you go.
just keep throwing shit at wall, and they're good at noticing what sticks. Okay, and they
Yeah, that's good.
keep
So-
doing
so
what
yeah,
sticks, and they
in
make
my
it when
book-
they do that.
In my book, if he was just doing it out of his own gullibility, I would say, okay, he's stupid. But he's calculated about that. He knows what he's doing.
Okay,
I'll give you another
when it
example.
comes
The
to-
Rock.
when they-
I
when
know
it-
we get your
they're-
point.
when it comes
I'm
to
gonna go-
when it comes to tricking people, okay, they're good at it. Okay, when it
I
comes
mean,
to
I get your
lying,
point,
they're
but
good
listen
at
to this point.
Allah.
Look at The Rock, yeah? I mean, if somebody just asked you, oh, are you going to run for president? He goes like, nah, I just want to be the best daddy, but it didn't rule it out. So maybe in
Bollocks.
2040 he would.
Best daddy.
Yeah, anyway. So anyway, but have you ever seen him take a stand for anything other than just when last time Biden versus Trump? That was the only time when he took a stand and he supported Biden. But that's the only time. He shakes hand with MBS. He would do, and he would take these.
He was doing tequila shots with MBS.
Yeah, and
And then he was afterwards. He was doing tequila, and then he did a Facebook post saying, "Oh, I had a great time with MBS. Next time I'll bring the tequila." And then they realized, don't say that kind of shit out.
Yeah.
They deleted it.
Yeah. So okay, there you go. So he knows. Rock is Rock
Yes.
an idiot? No, he knows what can be said, what can't be said, and he's just being totally apolitical, and he's taking his photos with kids with Down syndrome. He's going to the hospitals and everything, and now all of a sudden he's become the best
I
candidate
don't know
for
what we're
president.
disagreeing on. These people are good.
I'm
at
telling you.
bullshitting.
Stakeholder
I think we
management.
made the point. I think we made a point, but I think we're
Yeah, and I'm not sure what the disagreement is. The guy has one skill, and that's like bullshitting.
But that doesn't fall in.
selling
But
things.
that doesn't fall. That would not fall if you can fool millions of people. If you can fool them, then that's not a trait of an idiot.
I
No,
don't.
it's
Yeah, no. You're looking at it as black and white. You could be smart at one thing and an idiot at almost everything else. These two are not mutually.
That's neither here or
exclusive.
there, Armin.
That's neither here. Yeah, you're fence
Yeah,
sitting,
but
man.
then-
doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, well, what
He's
do you
not
mean
an
it doesn't
idiot.
mean- No, okay,
Overall,
that's
I would say overall he's not an
Guys,
idiot.
the guy
Okay,
cannot make any logical arguments. Okay.
Okay, Armin, let
In
me ask
my
you a question.
book,
Let me ask you a
if
question.
in your book, no, okay, guys, if in your book somebody that is good at conning people is smart, okay, your definition of smart, the guy is smart. Okay.
No,
In my book, somebody that could actually make a legitimate argument for something and back it up with like evidence or sound reasoning. In my book, that's what I call somebody who is smart. Okay.
Okay,
Based on your definition, based on what you consider admire as smart, he's very smart.
That's not
Very
admiring.
smart.
That's not admiration.
Based on-
you're
Sorry,
based on what I
I'm
can,
just-
based on what I when I think of a smart person, that comes to my mind, and based on how I see smart people, he's an idiot.
Okay. Let me ask
So
you.
we're working with different definitions.
Okay, we are, and then you said he's smart at one thing and he's stupid at, like he's dumb at everything else. Fine.
Yeah.
How many things does someone have to be smart at for you to consider them smart? And where do you get this definition from?
No, this is subjective definitions. I'm just telling
Okay,
you what
so then-
comes to my mind. Okay, I agree
Yeah.
with you guys that
Yeah.
based on different definitions, he could be smart or dumb. Okay, but
Yeah.
what comes to my mind when I think of somebody smart is somebody that when I have a conversation with, he lines up his reasoning and he comes up with a good logical structure of how he comes about and the evidence to back it up, and he comes up with a conclusion. I can see it makes sense, and then I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. You convinced me, or even if you don't convince me, it seems pretty solid. Okay, that's a person that does that very effectively. To my mind, when I think of somebody smart, that's what I come.
Yeah, but he's
comes
not
to
a
my mind.
philosopher.
And somebody
He's not
like
a-
as
no.
I know, I'm just telling you what comes to my mind when I think of somebody smart. Okay,
All right,
and
let's
Andrew
just move
Tate
on.
is the farthest thing from that.
Alright,
Thing from that.
Yeah. No, look, I mean, if there are 10 things that make someone smart, and then the 0 is an absolute idiot who lacks all these 10 things. So you can so if he lacks all of them, that's an idiot. If he has even one of those things, one of the 10 traits, then you can't call him an idiot, at least. Okay, you may not call him smart, but you can't call him an idiot. So if he has one thing that is fooling and bullshitting people.
No,
This
listen
is
to this.
the
I
Sultan
know
principle.
somebody, okay, that is a surgeon, okay, and a respected scholar, okay, right? He's smart, okay, in those fields, okay. He thought 9/11 was an inside job.
Obviously. I'm joking. Calm down. I'm gonna calm down. I'm in time out. Time out.
He was worried. What?
So
you got Alex Jones in a panel?
And in that respect, I think he's an idiot. He's an idiot in that respect,
He is.
in that field.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
So you can't be like, just because he's smart or something, then he's not you can't call him an idiot. No, I can. I'm like, in this field, in this area, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Fair enough. No, that look, that's fair enough. I mean, I think the better term to describe him would be he is dangerous.
I honestly think
no. Look, I mean, I seriously despise these people who just make a name for themselves by just being anti-West, by just this system now, Matrix or red pill, blue pill bullshit, and there's all 9/11 inside job and all
to be
that.
contrarian. It's always been vogue to be
Yeah,
contrarian. To be
yeah,
like,
but
I'm
look,
with the system,
yeah,
I'm
but who
against it.
popularized it? Yeah, but who popularized it? Alex Jones. You know, moon landing is a hoax. You know how bad it is.
No, he didn't say that. He just said the moon landing is a hoax. He actually believes the moon landing is a hoax.
Alex Jones? I don't know about that, but I'm just talking about these conspiracy theories. I don't know about Alex Jones was just next level crap. I wouldn't be surprised if Sandy Hook and all, but not just that. He actually interviewed Hamid Gul once. Back then I used to listen to him. Hamid Gul, you know, the DGISI,
I don't hang out with your ISI friends because I'm not an ISI agent, so I don't know. I don't get invited. To
Hamid Gul was very popular, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, I reckon let's just move on. But Andrew Tate is an idiot.
Yeah, because he's only smart in one thing. I'm not gonna. I'm busting your balls.
Which is bullshitting people.
To have your questions answered on the next live stream, become my patron today. You can do so with as little as $1 a month. Link in the description below.